so I'm walking over now. Okay. Today I'm going to show you what to do if your doll, you need to brush out your doll's hair, but you don't have a spray mister to do it. Because when I go to the American Doll Place, as I said in a previous video, they always tell you that before you brush your hair, you should spray mist it at least a little bit. But I used to have a spray mister, but it recently broke. So until I get a new one, I'm going to show you the technique. Right now I'm showing you on Melanie. She was my very first American Girl doll. I got her when I was, I think, 5 years old. So what you're going to do is I'm going to try to turn her head a little bit for this one and look in front of me. You're going to split it into as many sections as you like, depending on how much hair she has, how long it is, how short it is, something of that nature. You're going to take it, and you're going to put your hand kind of towards the top. And you're going to take one of these bottles. I don't know how well you can see it, so I'll close it up on the camera. Something like this. Or, when it's closed, it looks more like this, but when you kind of push it up, and it looks like that. But make sure that whatever you're using to do this, actually is empty, and you don't, pour something of your mom's out of it, unless, it's, old and you can't use it. So what you're going to do is you're going to put, a couple drops in her hair, a couple drops of just plain old water, starting at the top, working your way down to the bottom. And then you're going to put it down, making sure it's propped up so that it doesn't leak. You're going to start at the bottom, and you're just going to kind of brush her hair out. And it works a whole lot better. When I finish brushing this section, I'll show you what it looks like compared to the rest of her hair. You can see how good of a difference it really makes. It really gives the shine back to her hair. So, you don't really... You can see in most of her hair, it's not really shiny, and it's kind of old, it's just split ends and everything. So this is what it looks. Oh, dang it! I got a little bit of hair that wasn't supposed to be in that mess. Now, if your doll has kind of messy ends like mine, you're gonna kind of put your hand right at the very bottom and put 2 drops. 2 or 3 drops, and I'm going to brush it out, making sure that it stays on your hand. The reason why I'm making it, to make sure that her hair is on your hand when the water is still, fresh, the first couple of times you run the brush through it while it's wet, is because this, unlike a spray mister, has much bigger drops of water, so it really can damage your doll. Many people don't know this, but actually your doll's skin will get damaged if you get water on it and just leave it there. I'm not sure if you can see this, but Melanie has a little white mark right here. So if you get water on your doll's skin and you just leave it there, it will leave a little white mark. So you have to be super careful. And I know all of you pretty much know what happens to their eyes. They kind of get cloudy and not pretty. So, I just showed you what to do with that. And then, so I'll show you when I'm done with the whole thing. I'm just kind of reaching over to grab something. So, not grab something, but I'm going to turn the camera off, and then I'm going to finish brushing her hair, and then show you when it's done. Okay. See you in a couple seconds. Well, to you it'll seem like a couple seconds. To me it'll be like a couple minutes, but not the point. Okay. See ya. Okay, guys. Hi. I'm back. So I finished wetting and brushing out, her hair is split into 4 sections. You may have more or less depending on the length of your doll's hair. When I did it on Anna, I used 6 sections, but when I do it on Nellie, I use 2. So then it's gonna look all split apart and everything. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start. Actually, I'm doing it wrong. You're gonna start in the back and brush just from the very bottom of her hair and kind of work your way up until you kind of brush it off from the side like this. To behind her ears, or not necessarily behind her ears, but you know what I mean? Behind her shoulders, that's what I was trying to go for. So So you're just going to brush it all, so it's like one big chunk of hair, again. And then what normally happens is mine, the ends dry out quicker. So then you're going to kind of grab it all as if you were going to put it in a ponytail, slide your hand down to the end, and put like 2 or 3 drops. And make sure you keep your hand on the bottom, under the bottom, throughout the whole process of this last step. Or else, you could get your doll like really wet. And here, if the ends still look a little bit messy, you're going to go back and put a couple drops in, until they look fine. Like for me, it took like 3 tries on her. So then you're going to kind of brush it out of her eyes, make sure it's all untangled. Brush, do all that. And then her hair's going to look all pretty again. Yay! Okay, so now I'm going to turn her around to show you the back. So this, I may not have shown you the back or anything in the beginning, but this looks way better than when I started. When I started, her hair was a puffball, pretty much. It was really frizzy and really tangled. So throughout a couple minutes only of just hard, well, not really hard, but a couple minutes of work, I just fixed her. Now she looks pretty again. But I will warn you. Yeah. Well, but I will warn you that if you're gonna do this with your doll, dang it, you can't see my hair. I'm kind of looking through the mirror because it's crossing the mirror. Not the point. Once again, not the point. So, yeah. But if you're gonna do this, get prepared to get your clothes a little bit wet, because sometimes the water will go through your hands, or when you're brushing, it'll kind of splash off. But, you know what I mean? Because, unless you're just prepared to get a couple drops of water on you, I wouldn't do this technique, but, I mean, who isn't prepared to get a couple drops of water on them that'll dry off in, like, 10 seconds? So, yeah, I hope this was helpful. If you have any requests for, like, how to do something with your American Girl, either put a comment on my video, one of my videos, or on my channel, or, send me a message, and I'll see what I can do to see if I can, find a way to do what you want me to do. So, I think that's it. Do you think that's it? Well, I'm asking you, you're not gonna answer. Oh, by the way, you may be noticing that I am repeating my words a lot in my videos. That's because, as like most people, I don't keep track of what I say. So if I repeat something, don't blame me. I'm human. I'm not a perfect robot. I don't know. So yeah. Okay, I just said that twice. I'm losing it. Okay. So, see you in my next video.